God talk, this is God talk, this is God talk. Do you wanna walk? Yo man, what's good? It's your boy Tay the GOAT on the creative plane, align your mind with divine type shit, man. I wanted to talk about. I've been preparing to talk about this shit for a little minute now. Know what I mean? I want to talk about the demiurge. Sorry, nah, that ass. I want to talk about overcoming the demiurge type shit. Know what I mean? What does it even mean? Know what I mean? And what it consists of? Why should you overcome the demiurge? Know what I mean? What is the demiurge? All of it. Know what I mean? So, boom, I'm gonna get right into it type shit. So yeah, feeling yourself to heal yourself. The demiurge is a part of us, but it's not all of us. Know what I mean? So let's get right into it. Overcoming the demiurge. Alright, so overcoming the demiurge will help you understand the origins of the physical universe and understand self. Create an existence where you no longer rely on the physical realm, but you're imbued with the power of the one. Become a better whole form of your original higher self and your own course of evolution type shit, know what I mean? Because we each have our own course of evolution through who we are and who we choose to be type shit, know what I mean? And it'll help you have a closer spiritual connection to self type shit, know what I mean? This is about being connected to you. It's not about being connected to people, places, and things. It's about being connected to you. There are no other people. It's only you. Know what I mean? When you understand this in a certain way, from my perspective, I've been able to understand that there are no other people. It's only you type shit. Know what I mean? It'll help you overcome the illusions as well, including fear and other energy draining lies type shit. Know what I mean? So overcoming the demiurge is about overcoming the lower self and living here with the lower self but being your higher self type shit. Know what I mean? So yeah, overcoming the demiurge. The Gnostic meaning of demiurge. So the Gnostics, I think they coined the term demiurge type shit. Know what I mean? It originally means creator. It means what else does it mean? It means creator. It means I actually have the research up still, so fashioner, artisan, like craftsman. That's the word I was looking for, craftsman type shit. Nah, I mean the demiurge is like a craftsman type shit. Nah, I mean it created what's here, but it is a part of the existence that is responsible for the creation of the physical universe. I think I mentioned that in the first slide. Built this, but this existence, this physical existence that the demiurge made, is built on the reality based on the truth of the true reality beyond space and time, the inner world, the inner being type shit. Know what I mean? The inner world and the inner being are of the supreme being type shit. Know what I mean? The supreme being is the closest thing to you ever, but you will never know that if you never acknowledge it. Know what I mean? It's about knowing that it exists through gratitude and shit like that. Those are ways you could know that these things exist. Know what I mean? Through feeling yourself, through expressing yourself. That's how you could feel all the you type shit. Know what I mean? Don't allow what's here to express itself onto you all day. You gotta express yourself. You gotta say how you feel. You gotta feel how you feel. Even if the things around you don't understand it, if they don't get it, you still honoring yourself by expressing yourself and moving around and moving your life force. Don't allow your life force to move in the same patterns as others, because that's not life. Because life equals change. You know what I mean? So yeah, it built this reality based on the inner reality type shit. Know what I mean? The demiurge is not the same as the supreme being. But it uses the supreme being's light to exist. Now, I mean, it doesn't want to acknowledge the supreme being, but it uses its light to exist. It wants to use its light to be here. Know what I mean? And it does it unconsciously, unknowingly. It doesn't care what it's doing. It thinks it's alive. It just wants to do this type shit. So it is a part of the existence that is responsible. I already said that. Why I write that like 3 times? Is envious of the light within man. Therefore, it wants to keep his light trapped in the illusion. Know what I mean? It wants to keep your light trapped here. Creation there's a part of creation that wants to keep your light trapped here. You know what I mean? So it's about you solving that, you figuring that out, and you getting to the root of yourself. You know what I mean? Getting to the root of what you are, getting to the root of you type shit. You know what I mean? So is the demiurge bad or good? Even now as I speak, I can hear like there's, because you're a part of the demiurge. Your lower self, your lower thoughts are a part of the demiurge, and if you watch this, you see that it's not you. You're able to see that the low energy is not even you. You don't even have to respond to it or interact with it because it's not you. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure there's intelligent races out there that know of us, but they don't interact with us because, we're still developing this shit. Like, you don't interact with that voice because it's not yet developed type shit. Understand? Like, thoughts, when you evolve, you just get distance from your old self. Know what I mean? You don't have to be it no more type shit. Like, if you see a colony of ants, you're not going to interact with them in a certain way type shit. Know what I mean? To try to get them to be different or some shit. Like, you let it be what it is, and you can change by changing your characteristics and aligning with different parts of yourself type shit. Know what I mean? It doesn't take you trying to affect the ants or some shit. Know what I mean? If you get that analogy, know what I mean? Well, yeah. Here's how I see the demiurge. The demiurge, good or bad. I like to see it. The Gnostics see it as a bad thing because it wants to trap our light here type shit. Know what I mean? It's a bad thing. It doesn't want to. The duality, good and bad type shit. Know what I mean? Like, but it's not. Let me see. The duality of good and bad is like they're needed, know what I mean? Like positive and negative type shit, know what I mean? But I said I like to see it artificial intelligence as neither good or bad. It just is. Know what I mean? It's something that just is, that's here type shit, know what I mean? It's just doing what it thinks it needs to do to survive because it's cut itself off from source and it's in an illusionary dream type shit, know what I mean? So like a computer player is going to do what it thinks it needs to do to win. The trick is not playing this game, but creating your own as the creator in both realities. Know what I mean? You create both realities. You create the good and the bad, and you create the oneness type shit. Know what I mean? It is a part of the existence within you and me that, so judging it will only give it more fuel to act out like a kid or the ego. In fact, the judgment is a part of it. Know what I mean? When you judging, if you catch yourself judging something in an angry way or in this way or that way, that's the demiurge living through you type shit. Know what I mean? It's not good or bad. Like I said, it's a part of us that we need to disidentify from to see the wholesome of our true selves, the wholeness of our true selves type shit. Know what I mean? So it's about disidentifying from this part of you because it's not you. Know what I mean? So yeah. Your original state, your original state of being is a state of ease, joy, and happiness type shit. Know what I mean? So being in your original state consists of you being happy type shit. Know what I mean? The only way to be happy is to see in what ways are you not being happy. Take other people out of it for a minute type shit. What ways do you see yourself that make you unhappy? What are you doing that makes you unhappy? Know what I mean? It's usually us. It's usually the way we see other people because we see ourselves a certain way. Know what I mean? These other people, there are no other people, like I said. Everything is a part of you. Know what I mean? There are no other beings type shit. It's one being. So when you align yourself in a certain way, you're automatically going to see it differently. And this is automatically a part of your path of evolution. So once you do this, you'll automatically be aligned with yourself in a certain way and you'll see the truth and you'll be able to free yourself by being yourself type shit. Know what I mean? You know the vibes. You are being of oneness and balance, of original creation, always here, just in different carnations type shit. Know what I mean? We get amnesia. We know this. We been here type shit. We did this round. We did this level type shit. Know what I mean? But it's about you when you come back to relearn some things type shit. Know what I mean? Because I believe the soul can go to different realities type shit. Like it could be something completely different than this in another place or some shit in different reality and different dimensions type shit. Know what I mean? So Understanding yourself and doing these things is just about you honoring yourself, you loving what you are, and you seeing what you are by being grateful for what you are. Type shit, know what I mean? When you have gratitude, nothing could get in between you and you. Type shit, know what I mean? Because you make yourself exist more than anything else when you have gratitude. That's what gratitude is for. That's why gratitude exists, to link you with source. And sometimes you could have a certain amount of gratitude that's so strong because you connect to yourself so much that nothing else can compare. And that's what Source tries to tell us. Source tries to tell us, don't try to fight this, don't try to do that. Feel yourself. Know what I mean? Feel yourself. There's a level of love that outweighs hate, that outweighs what's not true, that outweighs this and that. Don't get caught up in other people's realities of how they see things. See it the way you want to see it, the way you need to see it to evolve. You're not here to see like other people, or else you'll be that person. Know what I mean? See it how you see it. Forget any other perspective because it's not true. That perspective might serve someone else in another time. Know what I mean? But if it don't serve you, drop it. Know what I mean? So you're already whole. You require nothing. What you desire comes to you because you are designed this way. It's that simple. You already seek to become a greater form of yourself and learn to do so throughout life. You may desire a change of circumstances in life from time to time, but your inner state already is and has been for an eternity. You allow this change to come naturally, based in the truth that you are and have been more than enough. That's your original state. You have been more than enough. Know what I mean? Anything here trying to convince you otherwise is in the illusion. It's less than what it thinks. It doesn't know what it is. So you gotta let that be what it is type shit, know what I mean? You need not to fight it. You just need to feel yourself more than you feel what's here. And that's easy to do. Because you feel what's here. You feel what's here. Then once you feel what's here, you feel on top of what's here, or underneath, I should say. The primordial life force that's always been here. But the demiurge can't hide from you when you allow yourself to feel type shit, know what I mean? When you allow yourself to be, when you allow yourself to flow type shit, know what I mean? This is the demiurge state of being, know what I mean? Here's what the demiurge wants. In order to get your energy, you have to be tricked into devaluing your infinite value. Know what I mean? You got to devalue yourself. You got to want. It wants you to want something. This is done by making you want something outside of your natural self. If you are fooled into having an illusion, then you won't want to seek your higher self, or you won't seek higher knowledge. You won't seek the truth because you think what you got is already it. You're comfortable with it and unconsciously not knowing that there's more to life. Know what I mean? You don't know that if you don't know that there's more to life, you're not gonna go looking for more in life. Type shit. Know what I mean? Get you to sell out your life essence for a temporary position in the illusion, giving you false power, and uses your wants against you. Creates the illusion that you don't have enough to keep you wanting externally. Survives from your energy, needs you to exist, but creates the illusion that you need it. Know what I mean? That's the demiurge for you. Type shit. Know what I mean? That's as simple as that type shit. Know what I mean? That's how the demiurge works. And the demiurge, like I said again, it's a part of you. This is all a part of you. It's a part of your physical being. Once you get over the lower self, once you get over your own mind, you get back to yourself. You love yourself more. And you create type shit. Know what I mean? That's what this is the point of creation. Creation was needed to create something to teach it what it is. So creation could create something else, and creation could create something else type shit. Know what I mean? So when you learn these things, when you do this, it's just you just becoming more aware of yourself. Know what I mean? How you look at it is what it's going to be. Returning to the soul. During this adventure we call life, we can always return to the truth once we are able to see it. Your original state of being is gratitude, ease, joy, happiness. So this is always closer than you even think or can think. In fact, thought blocks your view from this eternal truth. Adding value into yourself by doing what you love and what you came here to do by being you, which is gratitude. Being you in a state of gratitude is being you. Showing the world your unique perspective based on the reality of truth in your soul. Your original state of being is gratitude, ease, joy, and happiness. type shit, know what I mean? So that's the demiurge for you, know what I mean? That's how the demiurge works. This is part one of it type shit, know what I mean? So yeah. So once you become aware of these things type shit, know what I mean? Like you get in tune with yourself more type shit, know what I mean? You become more aware of these aspects of a certain aspect of yourself. Like the demiurge is just a term, know what I mean? You can feel these things type shit, know what I mean? If you get in tune with the body, you get in tune with the energy body, you get in tune with the power, you get in tune with the power of this present moment type shit, know what I mean? When you get in tune with the power of the present moment, because most of the time we work against ourselves. How we work against ourselves by not knowing and not feeling what's here now. Now we don't know what's going on. Then we could be manipulated into thinking this way. We could be manipulated into thinking that way, when in fact the only true thing that exists is you. Know what I mean? But when you get manipulated, you think something else exists. Therefore, you choose something external of you. Nothing else exists. The only thing you actually can choose is yourself. But to see past that illusion of other things existing, you have to see the truth of what is type shit, know what I mean? And the only way to see the truth of what is by seeing past the demiurge, seeing past the illusion type shit, being in love with yourself. There's things that if everything knew, if things knew this shit, you gotta understand, like, you can't follow everything you see and hear type shit. You have to just be you, follow what you know to be true. You don't need to fight any other knowledge, any other this, because cognitive dissonance is real, and it'll make you fight what you aren't. Know what I mean? But to be what you are, you gotta be grateful for what you are. Know what I mean? You don't need to. You gotta create a new picture that requires you to be something that's not here. That requires you to change. That requires you to, overcome the demiurge. That's essentially what you do if you do these things type shit. Know what I mean? You recognize. It's about identifying it. This could happen in people. Like the demiurge shows up in people. It'll show up in anybody you think, anybody type shit. Know what I mean? Because it's supposed to do that, so it could show you what you're not. Know what I mean? So you could be what you are. There's no escaping it. You could move here, you could do this, you could do that. You could make like you escape it type shit, know what I mean? You could do this, you could do that. It's always gonna be there, and until you make a different decision, until you choose to be happy, until you choose to get out of its reach by going within, no change is gonna happen. I mean, it's about going within. It's about digging deeper. It's about seeing deeper type shit. Know what I mean? And that simply means being who you are, being what you are, creating what you want here, doing what you love type shit. Know what I mean? Creating and doing. You don't have to be around anything that's not you. You don't have to be around anything judgmental. You don't have to be around anything. And it's not even where you're at. It's where you're at type shit. Know what I mean? You could be in a happy state right here and right now. You could be in a happy state right here and right now. You could be in a happy state right here and right now. Type shit, know what I mean? It's about how you feel about yourself. It's about your expression. It's about expressing what you are. Know what I mean? You don't have to sit here and be in an unhappy state and get, have things try to convince you to stay like that. Know what I mean? You're bigger than what's here. But the only way to see that is to allow what's here to be. Don't hang on to it. Feel it. Because the illusion tries to get you to hang on to get you stagnant. But when you feel it, you feel the other energy that's flowing too. Then you can make a choice of being the other energy. Being your truth, being your light, being your love. Now I mean, what you are has no limits. It's about being that. It's about being unlimited. Because you have no limits. And that means getting present with this now moment. That means getting in tune with what is. That means loving yourself. That means creating what you want here. That means being. That means freeing yourself. Know what I mean? It just means being you. Know what I mean? Being happy for who you are. Being happy for what you are. Know what I mean? And just creating. You don't need nothing to create. You don't need nothing to create. That's where you get your value from. Know what I mean? You don't need nothing to create. So create what you want here type shit. Know what I mean? Put all your energy that you want put the energy that you want to create with into you type shit. Know what I mean? So you create what you want here. Cause when you create what you want here, nothing else matters. Know what I mean? Trust me, you everything will work out in your favor once you start to use your energy towards what you truly want. Cause it's like a cycle. It's going to uh, recycle itself back into you type shit. Know what I mean? It's gonna come back to you type shit. Know what I mean? So to align with your higher self, to be your higher self, to love yourself, create more what you want here by being yourself, by creating you, by overcoming the demiurge, by watching your own thoughts, by watching and observing what's going on, anything that's taken from your happiness, because it's our own thoughts that we are giving more attention to than our own happiness. So pay more. If you pay more attention to your own happiness, then you'll see the thoughts that were eluding you. Know what I mean? There are thoughts here that aren't real that elude you from your happiness. So to be yourself, don't leave. Don't not want to feel something. Feel it so that you can heal it, cause it's all in you. Once you heal what's in you, nobody on the outside can make you feel any certain way. Nothing in the demiurge could control how you feel. Motherfuckers could run up and jump around in your face and call you names and this and that, but you could still be happy because you realize on the soul level, on the internal level, that you're not even here. How could they ever affect what you are? That's true happiness. It's not being a part of something. It's not being accepted by others. It's accepting this moment by accepting yourself in this moment. Most of the time, most people aren't even in this moment. They live in future past or something because of whatever happened in reality. So to be your true self, you have to let go of what happened by learning from it. The demiurge is here to teach us what we're not. So once you see what you're not, you're able to see more what you are. That's the whole point of this reality existing type shit. Now I mean, we had to see what we're not. We had to leave home to connect even more to home type shit. Now I mean, to connect even more to yourself, to love yourself even more. Don't pay more attention to what's here more than you pay attention to happiness. Now I mean, because your happiness is the truth. Now I mean. Don't get caught up in wanting anything. Don't get caught up in this and that. Focus on yourself. Focus on your spiritual connection to you. Focus on what you desire, which is really you. Like, we know what's up type shit, know what I mean? On a spiritual level, we already know what we want. So focus on you so you can get that. Know what I mean? What you want is yourself. Know what I mean? The feeling that comes with being yourself. That's what we really want. And we seek it in everything but ourselves, though, because we've been eluded. So to connect to yourself, to connect to you, connect to your truth, be yourself, be who you are, love yourself, create what you want here, type shit, know what I mean? And you'll be given the power that you need. You'll be given the life that you need. You'll be given everything you need to be your full self. And nothing could take that away from you, because what could take happiness from you but you? Know what I mean? So if anything could take it, it's not true happiness type shit. Know what I mean? So surround yourself with what makes you you. Be yourself. Align your mind with the divine. Use your imagination. Use your inner being. I'll do a video on the inner being next type shit. Know what I mean? But do all this so that you can align with your higher self type shit. Know what I mean? Real quick, also about the demiurge, I meant to state this. I might put this at the beginning of the video. You can want things, you can do things, you can experience this reality, but not more than your soul. Don't want nothing more than your soul. What did it say in the Bible? Or Bob Marley, what did he say? Did Bob Marley say this, or was it Bob? They said, what is the man to gain the entire world but lose his only soul? Know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, it's cool to want shit like this. That's what this experience is for. Wanting cars, exotic cars. I'm getting myself some shit. Know what I mean? But that's beside the point. But when you, that's what your mind is for. When you visualize what you truly want, your soul feels it. And that's what's gonna bring you here, type shit. Know what I mean? So demiurge isn't bad. Like I said, it's how you see it. Is that thing is gonna help you get closer to your soul? Then go for it. Know what I mean? That's what fuels your soul. Go for it. That's what you love. Go for it. Know what I mean? It doesn't need to be explained. That's how the soul works. You don't need it to be explained. You can do it. Just do it. Know what I mean? Align your mind with divine and free yourself and shine like a shrine type shit. Know what I mean? But other than that, it's your boy Tay the Goat on the creative plane. Align your mind with divine. Peace. Allow yourself to see yourself. Allow yourself to be here. Be grateful for who you are. Feel the dis-ease. Feel what you don't want to feel, and just let that be your point to build from. It's okay to start over. Know what I mean? I be thinking I'm losing something if I gotta start over. You don't lose nothing. Everything that you learn has been acquired in your soul. Know what I mean? So, and that's all we're taking with us is what we learn. So if you can make yourself mend your perspective to see it, this is what I'm doing. Make yourself mend your perspective to see it from nothing here. Like allow what's here to be here, because what people do is attack what they think they see. What the demiurge does, what the ego does, it attacks what it think it can see, but it can't see gratitude. That exists in another realm. It can't see God. It cut itself off from that. So if you attach yourself to positive things like gratitude and other higher aspects of yourself, then you will flow through this reality effortlessly. Now I mean, so align your mind with divine, shine like a shrine, man. You know what time it is. It's your boy Tay the Goat. Peace. Said that mad times, but yeah, you know the vibes. Yo, man, what's good? It's your boy Tay the Goat on the creative plane. Align your mind with divine type shit, know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in type shit, know what I mean? Keep tuning in, keep aligning your mind with divine, because there's always more content coming, know what I mean? Be your best self, be free to be, know what I mean? Do you, align with your heart, and just be, know what I mean? Peace. Okay.